what it really takes to make a relationship work with someone who has dismissive avoidant attachment. I'm Dr. Sarah Hensley. I'm a specialized social psychologist who's been studying the science of attachment and attraction inside romantic relationships for over 15 years. Unfortunately, dismissive avoidants are the hardest romantic attachment style to make it work with because they are fundamentally triggered by the things that are necessary for a healthy relationship: commitment, closeness, and conflict, the 3 C's. And so you can imagine that if they pull away whenever you're close, they pull away whenever there's conflict, and they start to distance themselves after commitment, you might be like, what do we do with these people? Well, most people, they start dating a DA and they kind of get bamboozled because the DA comes in super strong in the honeymoon phase when those subconscious fears around commitment and closeness and vulnerability are not yet high. So they find out that this person has dismissive avoidant attachment after they're attached and after the person has started to deactivate and pull away. So they are left utterly confused as to how to proceed because every time they bring up their needs with this person, it seems to make them distance even more. A lot of people that I see are in marriages with DAs and they just desperately want to see their family stay together. And that's a really good goal. So here's what it takes. First and foremost, and this is the most important thing, which is why I'm talking about it straight away, you have to earn your own attachment security because they are going to trigger the absolute bananas out of you if you are not secure. If you are hanging on to your anxious attachment, you are going to feel anxious in the entire relationship. You are never going to get rid of that anxiety, and you will constantly be triggering them with your activating strategies coming from that anxiety. So, how do you earn your attachment security? Well, if I could tell you how to do that in one video, I wouldn't have a business. I do spend my time coaching individuals to earn their attachment security, and you can certainly see about my services on my website. Number 2, you have to learn noncritical communication. There is almost nothing worse for a dismissive avoidant than feeling criticized. That is the number 1 reason that they pull away inside of relationships. Criticism really hits their defectiveness wound. And so when that wound is tapped, being the biggest driving force behind their behaviors, they're going to go into their trauma response. And most people are way more critical in their communication than they even realize. So in my course, I teach non-critical communication, and there's a lot to that, but I can give you my number 1 tip, which is to ask for what you want to see in the relationship instead of harping on what you don't want to see or what there is a lack of. And bring them into that conversation by ending your request with, can we work together to figure out how to make this happen in our relationship? They strongly, strongly resist a desire to be controlled. So if you have a desire to control them and really beg and plead for them to do things, they are going to run far away from that, okay? They almost have a spirit of rebellion where it's like the more that you push for it, the more that they stop giving it, okay? The less you're actually going to get of that thing that you're pushing for. So when you ask, hey, can we work together to make this happen? Can we brainstorm? Can we collaborate? They have a sense of volition, and volition is a really important psychological construct. It gives people a sense of autonomy, which is what the dismissive avoidant is deeply craving. And lastly, you're going to have some patience while they learn new skills. So you're going to be modeling these secure skills to them, and hopefully, if they have mild to moderate insecurities, they will be able to step up to the plate and model those back to you. Modeling is a huge way that the human brain learns what behavior is acceptable and what is not acceptable. And so when you are not triggering them with your anxiety, when you're able to hold those secure boundaries, when you're able to communicate non-critically, and you can give it some time and patience for them to step up to the plate as you ask for your needs to be met in the right way, you will see results. I have included the link to my hybrid group where you can earn your attachment security and learn all about how to make it work with the DA in the link to this video.